affected a lot of people. And that is why we're here today. We're here to celebrate the things that you have done that have affected our whole city, the entire United States, and even the world. Now, we started in the beginning of the school year, and we knew that we wanted to do something really, really special. We were not going to let this coronavirus get us down. We knew that school was going to look a little bit different, but we were determined to rise above that and be joyful in everything that we did. And so one of the first things that we decided to do in Bible was to start writing our Bible journals, okay? Because we all know that boys and girls will often write more than what they will say. Now, I knew what they were thinking in here, but I wanted to know what you were all feeling in here. And using our Bible journals, I was able to do that. And after a few days, I knew we were onto something really big because I came to school one day, and two of my girls called me out in the hallway and they said, Mrs. Walker, we need to talk to you. And I thought, oh no, something is wrong. But it was the opposite. Something was very, very right. They said, Mrs. Walker, thank you for these journals. They really help us to share our feelings. And then something even bigger happened. We started to feel that we needed to do something to help our city. So we became the Kindness Squad. And even in the middle of the coronavirus, where everything was shut down and we could not get on a school bus and we could not travel, that did not stop you. That did not stop you. What is one of the biggest things we did as the Kindness Squad? We helped a group of people. Remember, a group of children, because we knew that there was children in this city who needed us. And when we found out about that, we had to act. We needed to do something to help them. Taisha, who did we help? You can pull your mask down and tell me.
The homeless shelter?
We found out that in this city there were homeless boys and girls. And that touched your hearts. And you wrote about that in your journals. And we decided we needed to help them. So we partnered with the Trinity Rescue Mission. And how much money? There was a special number. How much did we give them? Pull your mask down.
$800.
We gave them $800. And we did something else, because even though we gave them some dollars, there were special holidays, special days during the year when they didn't get anything and we got lots of things. So we wanted to help them. So what did we do at Easter time? What did we do? We did something really, really cool. Daniel, what did we do?
Make them Easter baskets.
We made them Easter baskets. Now, we still couldn't go down there. There was no field trips. There was no getting on a bus. But Mrs. Walker went down there. I went down there. And we gave them the Easter baskets, and they were so joyful. But the story doesn't end there. That's really only the beginning of our story, because people started to hear about you and what you were doing. And I remember I was taking a walk in my neighborhood and I saw a van. And on the side of the van, it said Total Air Care. It was an air conditioning company. And I called them and I talked to them and I told them about you. I said, I have some boys and girls that are writing these awesome Bible journals that want to help. Do you want to be a part of it? And they said, yes. We want to help. We want to be a part of that too. And so they partnered with the school, and they're going to help us with our journals. Then the next weekend, I went down to the batting cages with my son for baseball. And I talked to the owner there about you and all the awesome things that you were doing. And they said, Mrs. Walker, we want to be a part of that too. And they gave me more dollars for you and your journals to help other people. And that wasn't done yet either. I was walking again in my neighborhood and I saw a plane overhead, an airplane. And so I figured, well, let me just try. So I called their company and they train people to fly. They're called Holiday Air. And they said, yes, we're an airplane company, but we love children and we want to help them too. And this city became alive alive with excitement because of you. They were talking about you. And then there's another place. It's called the Loop Pizza Grill, and they make really yummy pizza. And they said, Mrs. Walker, we want to be a part of what you're doing, and we don't have dollars to give you, but we have pizza to give you. Raise your hand if you like pizza. And they said, this is what we want to do for your boys and girls, for your students. Now, we understand, Mrs. Walker, that the school year is winding down, okay? In fact, next week is the last week of school. Woohoo! But they still, you can clap for that. But they still wanted to help you even next year as 5th graders. And this is what they asked. They said, Mrs. Walker, next year when they're writing in their journals, can we come up and deliver some free pizza to them? And I said, yes. So the whole city is talking about you. Now, it's not just the city. As we said, we're doing a good job in Jacksonville, but it's the United States of America. Now, I want you to think back and see if you can remember this detail. I've got a box of journals over there, okay? And people who we haven't even met yet, they're not in this room, okay, have heard about you and paid for these books for you. You don't have to pay even a penny. There was a company, we said they're called Beckett, and they are from a state that starts with the letter O. And they heard about you, and we're way over here in Florida, and somebody in another state heard about you. A state that starts with the letter O. Is it California? No. Is it Texas? What state heard about you? What state heard about you? What state? City?
Ohio.
Oh, pull down your mask. Say it again.
Ohio.
It's the great state of Ohio. They heard about you in Ohio, in the middle of the United States, and they said, we love that boys and girls are being positive in the middle of all of this negative. So we want to help. And they paid for your journals that are in that box. And there's one other group. Okay, now they're in Florida, and they make boats. Okay, they're called Correct Craft. And I loved their logo. Their logo is this. They build boats for the glory of God. I loved that. I loved that. And they helped pay for your books today too. Now, there's one more area that we affected. It wasn't just Jacksonville. No. It wasn't just the United States. No. It was the whole world. Who else heard about you? Who else heard about you? I'm clearly not nervous when I'm shouting. I'm good now. Who else heard about you? In what country? Okay, it's not just our city. It's not just our state. It's not even just our nation. Somebody in the world heard about you. What country is it? Akil.
Spain.
Spain! The country of Spain heard about you and all of the wonderful things you are doing. And they wanted to be a part of it too. And they are trying right now to form their own kindness squads. No way. And help other people just the way you have. And in the beginning of the year, remember we said, we're just 9 and 10. Okay, raise your hand if you're 9. Hands down, raise your hand if you're 10. Okay, hands down. We said, we're just kids in the middle of a virus. What are we going to do to make a difference? Well, this is what you've done. This is what you've done to make a difference. And I'm so very proud of you. Okay, and I'm going to have everybody in here give you a round of applause. Yay! And now, this is what's going to happen next. I'm going to come over here. You can turn yourself so you can see me. And I'm going to get ready to open our Bible journals. Now remember, we said this. You can scoot over, boys, scoot over. Stay on your bottoms.